So first of all, I'd like to acknowledge everyone for tuning in tonight and really taking this time to join us this evening. But regardless of how many times I lead calls or I'm on conference calls, I still get pretty nervous, but it's a good thing, right? I mean, the nerves means that it matters to me. So if you don't mind, it's just a little ritual that I have. I'd like to take a few seconds to just ask God to guide this call and help me speak a positive message to you tonight. So I'm just going to take a few seconds. All right, thank you so much for that. All right, so let's get started. First off, my name is Steph Cantu, or actually it's Stephanie. And yes, it's an actual E in the beginning. It's not just my accent. My husband and I started coaching 5 years ago as a part-time hobby. And within 3 years, we've been able to grow it into a full-time passion and career. I was born in Houston, Texas. I'm the youngest of 3 first-generation Mexican-American siblings. Y mi primer lenguaje fue español. If you would have told me that this is what I would be doing for a living 5 years ago, I would have blown you off as crazy, seriously. I mean, I was fresh out of college. I lived a typical college party life. I was trying to get my life together, and one of the things that I struggled with was the fact that I was very insecure and self-conscious. You see, I was overweight as a kid. To this day, one of my most humiliating memories was having to step on a scale in front of my 3rd grade classmates. We were learning about the gravitational pull on the different planets, and to my despair, the Earth's gravitational pull had a whopping 115 pounds on my 8-year-old body. So experiences like these really crushed my self-perception. I mean, you could imagine, and you tie that into the fact that my dad, he struggled with alcoholism, and he had really started to neglect our family. Don't get me wrong, he's a loving father, great man. It's just it's something he struggled with, and so I felt this rejection and insecurity at school because of my weight, the image that society portrays. And at home, I felt rejected and unaware of my father's love, what he was going through. So these false messages started creeping their way into my subconscious, and the feeling of unworthy, the feeling of not good enough, the feeling of not being pretty, quote unquote. And it slowly chipped away at my confidence. But you know what? Most importantly, it kept me from seeing the incredible woman of God that I truly was. I was blindsided by that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was a fighter. I despite the insecurity, despite this feeling of not fitting the female mold. I had reached a lot of my goals. I graduated from college on a full scholarship and was on the dean's list at Texas A&M. However, despite my accomplishments, I longed for the confidence of being able to walk into a room comfortably. The confidence to hold a conversation with anyone without being intimidated or feeling less than. And I lacked the feeling of being my own skin. I believe that God ministers to us through different outlets, and for me, it was fitness. It opened the door for. Okay, I'm getting a bad network connection. Good? All right. So I'm getting the thumbs up over here. So where was I? So that God administers to us through different outlets. And it started with fitness for me. So, I mean, before being introduced to Beachbody products, my health and fitness was inconsistent. I'm a fan of practical, efficient, and effective. And for me, the gym wasn't practical. I mean, I had to go out of my way to get there. And then once I was there, I had no real plan or support. And paying a personal trainer was definitely out of the question, right? I mean, I had just graduated, even when I was in college. I mean, as a broke college student, there's times where I would literally just have bread and Doritos to eat because that's all I had. But, at the time, I wasn't necessarily looking for a solution per se. I wasn't like out looking for something. But I definitely needed a solution, and it was something that I wanted. So my then boyfriend, who is now husband, was the one who first introduced me to a product called Shakeology, which now I love. Me to my first program. He did a little challenge. I took on the challenge. And 60 days later, I was 25 pounds lighter and was feeling absolutely incredible. Was my transformation pretty good, but I was feeling different inside. I had something about being able to push my limits, something about waking up and getting a good sweat in before people even woke up. That gave me this sense of confidence that I had not had before. And I was hooked. I kept working out. I kept drinking Shakeology and started reading, just pouring myself into personal development books and audios. So the change that I was experiencing was something that I just had to share with others. And not simply with others, but other women like me who longed for a level of confidence and belief, women who wanted to feel comfortable in their own skin, to then take that confidence and go out and conquer and every one of their goals. Not just simply not for like selfish reasons, but in order to keep helping their families, propel their families forward. First, I knew I wanted to help people. This idea of becoming a coach came to be. And as nervous as I was, as unsure of it that I was, I'm a trainer, nutritionist, and I had dropped the 25 pounds, but by no means was I at my goal weight. But I became a coach because I knew that I wanted to help women. I wanted to have a similar positive change as I was experiencing. And in the beginning, this vision for Fit Latinas wasn't as clear. This vision of being able to, help a massive number of women wasn't really like, okay, this is exactly what I want to do. The more I moved forward, my vision became. But so it was actually 2 years into coaching that I first created Fit Latinas. And Fit Latinas was my opportunity to be able to share what I had gone through with others. We're gonna fix this issue. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for your patience. Sorry about that. So let's try to keep moving forward. Let's see, gathering my thoughts. Okay, so basically you're here for 3 reasons. So the first reason is you're looking for a solution, right? You're at a point in your life where you're going, you know what, Steph? You know what, Maria? I'm at a point in my life where I'm just not feeling as good as I know I could, right? I'm searching for something. Number 2, you're here because maybe you were like me. You're not necessarily looking for something specifically, But you've seen a few things around Facebook about this Fit Latinas challenge. You see the connection, you see the emotion, you see the excitement, and it sounds somewhat intriguing. Number 3, you're not really sure why you've joined us tonight, but you know what? Let me tell you, nothing is a coincidence, and I'm a firm believer in the fact that things happen for a reason. So I am more than delighted that you are joining us tonight. So whatever the reason, whether it be 1, 2, or 3, statistically, I know that 8 out of 10 of you joining us here tonight, you are anywhere between 20 to 30 pounds overweight. And because of that, it's a struggle to see your true beauty because of it. So here's what I want you to do. Okay, I want you to forget what society is saying, right? I want you to forget a cookie cutter image, and I want you to truly tune into your health. I want you to imagine your health as a whole. How you're sleeping, your energy, your focus. And I want you to rate it on a scale from 1 to 10. 1 being Steph, call the ambulance, and 10 being really feeling amazing. And I want you to really be honest with yourself and tune into that rating and ask, where am I? Where am I on that scale of 1 to 10? And why is it important for me to feel at a 10? Right? Remember I told you to toss what society's telling us, toss away whatever, you see on that magazine cover, and really tune into what matters to you. Why is it important for me to feel at a 10? What would it feel like to have the energy that I desire? What would it feel like to have that cloud of fog erased and have great mental clarity, a great memory? What would it feel like to have that confidence? Because I am taking one step forward every day to reach my goals. And I want you to connect the Fit Latinas challenge and what we have going on within our community. I want you to make that 10 and connect it with the feeling that's the 10 of your health, the 10 in your energy. I want you to make that connection with the Fit Latinas challenge. Because that 10 is where I had found myself when I first took on the challenge. And that 10 is what I wanted to share with other women. And that 10 is what many of our challengers and our coaches are experiencing right now. And sure, it doesn't happen from one day and then 3 weeks. Yeah, I'm at a 10. But let me tell you, you're going to have the confidence and the tools necessary to continue propelling you towards that 10. And you're going to have one great community of incredible women to help cheer you on and inspire you and take the journey with you and say, you know what? If I can do it, you can do it too. If I can do it with the 305 things that I have to do before 3 o'clock every day, you can do it as well. And we're going to do it together. And that's what we have going on within our team, within our coaches, within our challengers. And that's something that I want you to experience too. And so to help continue opening the door and painting this image of what the Fit Latinas Challenge is, I have one of our newer coaches on the line, and with her, you'll notice that Fit Latinas isn't just for Latinas. I think that's the number one question that I get asked. It's like, Steph, well, I'm not Latina, can I join? And by all means, yes. and you're gonna get to meet this wonderful lady. She's a mom of 2. She's currently living in San Antonio, which is where we met, and she is going to share a little her personal experience on what the Fit Latinas challenge has done for her and how it has benefited her in reaching her goals. Miss Sarah, are you with us? All
Can you hear me? Awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, I guess I wanted to start by giving you all a little bit of background on me. In high school, I was a very competitive athlete, and I didn't really think it would ever be difficult to stay fit as an adult, to stay fit and healthy, because I thought, well, I've had all this experience, with gyms and different types of workouts and training and stuff. So I really wasn't worried about it. But then in college, I realized I was cash rolling college, cash flowing college. So I was working a lot, and I realized it just didn't shake out the way I thought it would. Gyms were a kind of a tough fit for me because, like Steph said, there's the hassle of going to the gym, but then also when you're there, but you got to kind of come up with your own type of plan, and I didn't really put a whole lot of mental energy into that. It was kind of like, well, okay, I guess I'll get on the machine and maybe lift some weights, and it just wasn't really a great fit. And I always thought, well, wouldn't it be great to just do it from home? But then there was kind of the same issue, and with workout DVDs, most of them don't really come with any type of plan. It's just, here's a workout, and do you want to do this 100 times, or what are you going to do? So I kind of floundered around for a while, and it was a little frustrating for me because I'd always, growing up, the first time I heard of an Ironman, I thought, wow, I want to do that one day, but I never felt like I had the tools for it. So I was really kind of looking for a tool, and kind of similar to what Steph was saying. I don't want to give myself too much credit and say I was on a major hunt for it, but it is something I was interested in. So later I meet Steph, and we really hit it off, and I think she's just the coolest person ever because she loves fitness. She's really into fitness, and, our personalities just clicked very well. And as I got to know her, I saw her post one day about a challenge group she was running, and it sounded like the most fun thing ever. So I was like, sign me up. That sounds great. This will be great. I thought Steph was really cool. I thought, oh, how fun. We'll do it together. It'll be cool. So I get Insanity in the mail, and it was everything I was looking for. It was a plan. It was structure. It was like, this is what you're going to eat. You're going to do this workout today, this workout tomorrow. Press play, you're done. I loved it. But what was even better than that, though, was the challenge group, because it was like, hey, we're starting Monday, okay, Chica? And it was like, oh, okay, we're starting. All right. All right, then, let's do this, Otherwise, that sucker would have sat on my shelf. You better believe I never would have even opened the box. I'd be like, yeah, that's for tomorrow, don't you know? But anyway, being in the challenge group.
Tomorrow's a day that never comes, right?
Yes, especially if you're me. Oh, my goodness. So I was like, okay, well, let's do this. And I went all in. I told myself, I will put myself in this group. I am going to post every day. I will tell people if I worked out or not. I'm going to do this. And not only did a challenge pack save me a lot of time and hassle and money, it was fun. It was so much fun knowing that there were other people out there who were saying no to bad food, who were saying yes to working out, even though they didn't feel like working out. They did it anyway. And also there was, especially, I think my favorite thing, not only as a challenger but also as a coach, what kept me accountable was I was, friends with Steph. So, I didn't want my friend to think I was a bum. Every day I'm like, okay, I better work out, And I'm noticing that in the challenge groups I'm running now is, my relationships with my challengers are so much deeper, but it really does keep us accountable, though, because we don't want to tell all our buddies every day, oh, yeah, so I'm not doing this at all, So the accountability for me was crucial to reaching my goals. I have never been this successful in fitness since I was in high school. We're talking about 10 years. In 10 years, being in challenge group, the difference between me being in a group and not is, do I reach my goal or not? The focus I get from being in a group is so key. It's in my mind all the time. It's, it's on my Facebook. I can't get away from it. It's like it's always there. I'm always thinking about the people in my challenge group with me. And, and then, of course, I have Steph, my coach, and it's like, I got to tell my coach how I'm doing, and I don't want to be like, yeah, so I'm a bum. I want my coach to be proud of me. So it's just the fun factor, the accountability factor. It's been crucial. I can't imagine not being in a challenge group. I seriously plan on being in one for the rest of my life, and that probably sounds nerdy, but I love them that much. I tell everyone about them. Shout them from the rooftop. I'm like, join my challenge group. So, yes, I love them. They're the best.
I love, first off, Sarah, I love your energy. I had an opportunity to talk to Sarah before this call just earlier today. I'm like, Sarah, just be you. You are a total rock star. Your energy's on point. And, right now, I'm sure that's what you pick up from her voice, how genuine she is and how sincere. The fact that she said, I don't care how dorky it sounds, I love it, and I'll scream it from the rooftops. And that's honestly what it comes down to. And she started off as a challenger, and you'll see a similar progression with a lot of our coaches, that they start off as challengers and in an interest in investing in themselves in one form or another, and they experience the change, they experience that positive connection, and to be able to say I'm look at her before after, like I had not been or reached this physical state in years. That's powerful. And she's now, as a coach, she's able to help other women experience that as well, and not specifically because she's like, I received my degree in personal training or I have all the answers. But let me tell you, I started a journey that changed my life, and I want you to experience it as well. One of the things that she really touched on was the fact that the relationship between, her and the coach, which in this case was me. And, we had this connection, this relationship, this friendship, and having her in the challenge group, just, this is my life. This is what I do every day, and being able to share it with her, like being able to share it with friends, the people that I connect with is makes it even 10 times more awesome. And our relationship definitely grew tenfold because of it. So on that same topic of relationships, we have there's another coach that will be sharing a little bit about the connections and the relationships that she's been able to build within our team and within our challenge groups. Because we had every Tuesday we have our team call, and one of our coaches said something that I loved, and the phrase was the fact that, yeah, we have the best product. We have awesome workouts. Shakeology is, over the top. But it's not just the product that we have. It is a connection. It is a relationship building, that connection that you're able to make with your coach, because it's not just I'm buying a product off of Beachbody or I'm buying a product from the infomercial. I'm getting the tools that are going to help me be successful, and I'm building a relationship with someone that has taken this journey before and is more than willing and happy to be able to share that journey with you and everything that was part of their learning process with you as well. So let's see, we have Yvette on the line, and she's going to share a little bit more about the relationships and her personal. Yvette she was actually one of my first coaches when I still had no idea what I was doing as a coach, and she put her trust in me, and since then we've been working together. Our relationship has really grown over the years. We've seen each other grow. We went to college together, and we're definitely not the same people we were when we were in college. And so, Miss Yvette, are you on the line with us right now?
My line is not unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yes, gotcha.
All right. Okay. Yes, Steph and I have known each other since college, and I definitely did put my trust in her, especially when she sent me a Shakeology sample inside a Ziploc baggie. Um, I still remember that. I think I will always remember that. Um, um, so the question about relationships is what we're talking about right now. And I want you to think back at the people that you've met, that you've had a friendship with since possibly high school, possibly college, and think about the fact, are you as close to them as you were back then? And more than likely, the answer is no. We've grown apart a little bit. We still love each other. We can still probably call each other up, and it's like nothing has changed. But for some reason, at least in my case, for some reason when we're together, we're at times in different worlds. And the reason that is, for me at least, is that some of us have kids, some of us are married, and also some of us just have a difference of opinions. And when I'm saying in the category that I'm talking about is we have difference of opinions when it comes to health and fitness. Um, so when I say difference of opinions when it comes to health and fitness, I'm saying that my friends, although I love them and I would definitely help them uh, whenever they needed it, we think differently when it comes to exercise and eating right. And some of my friends are about the diet pills. Some of my friends are about the wrapping stuff. And some of my friends are, yeah, I'm going to eat healthy this week, but next week I'm totally going to binge because I just want to. And that is a-okay. I just recently went on vacation and I totally carb loaded. But then I realized when I came back home that I wasn't happy with the way my pants were fitting. So I did a 3-day refresh and I did very well at it. I felt happy and I felt completely 100% better. Now, the reason that I bring this up is because when it comes to the Fit Latinas family, honestly, we are family. I can meet somebody at a Super Saturday like I did to Maria Alanis the first time I met her. And I felt like we were best friends because we clicked. We just felt like the same. We felt like the same person, idea, or however I want to make it come out of my mouth. But I just felt connected to her because of the similar lifestyle that we have chosen. And what I mean by that is, I mean Fit Latinas, I mean Beachbody, I mean we drink our Shakeology, we eat healthy, but we also sometimes, on occasion, we enjoy some crawfish. Like she posted a picture a while ago. So when it comes to the Fit Latina lifestyle, I'm talking about you get to meet people that are of like mind, that are there to support you and give you ideas about, oh man, I'm tired of eating scrambled eggs every morning. What do I do? Sometimes we just post those things in our challenge groups, and there we are being supportive, being helpful, and posting ideas or recipes from left and right. Steph and I were sharing something last week about our meal plans, and I shared my little Excel spreadsheet, which just worked for me, and I didn't even think I shared it with my challenge group, and I had meant to share it with the entire Fit Latina, I say nation, family nation, but it was from one day to another and it slipped my mind. I work and at the moment I have a 55-minute commute and it's crazy busy, just like everybody is crazy busy. But the moment I get on these calls with you guys, I just feel like, okay, I feel at ease because I'm with people that I feel comfortable with. I'm with people that I feel comfortable with sharing my downfalls as well as my crowning moments. And that's what I love about the Fit Latina family, that I can reach out to them or I can meet them for the very first time and feel immediately connected. Where with some of my high school friends, college friends, I feel distant from them even though I've known them for years.
Thank you, Yvette. And her sharing was very impromptu as she said, yes, I'll share on her commute. So thank you so much for sharing that insight with us. And you know what? So I know this challenge group, this Fit Latinas challenge, is still a little bit conceptual for you guys. But just to bring it into facts, bring it into concrete details, our challenge groups are all ran through private Facebook groups. So going back to the notion of that, it's not just a product that you're purchasing. You're making a connection. Our challenge groups are our outlet to connect with you, right, challenger to coach, and for you to connect with other, like Yvette said, like-minded women that are on a similar journey with you, right? And so we connect you through the means of a private Facebook group where you can share what you had for lunch today, right? You can share that awesome meal prep that you did for the first time and you're taking pride in with others. You're sharing your wins and your losses, and all together you're taking this journey with you. So that's bringing it a little bit more concrete for you. You're able to connect with women. I know some of you might say, well, it's online. How am I really going to build a connection? And if I'm doing it at home, I'm not really sure I'll be able to I'll be motivated to do it. And here's the thing. Motivation will get you going, right? It's what got you on this call because you're motivated for change. You're motivated to seek and find that 10 that we spoke about earlier. And so you're on this call, and that's what gets you here. But when we connect you in those challenge groups and you start meeting and getting an inside view of the lives of the other women, you are not only going to be motivated, but you're going to become inspired. You see, we get caught up in our own day-to-day, how busy we are, how many things that we need to get done. And when we connect with others and we see the world through their eyes and we get an inside view of the struggles and the challenges that they have, and not only of the challenges, but how they overcome them, then something inside of you moves. Your spirit is touched and you say, you know what? and you don't say, okay, I'm inspired, right? I don't know if we really say that, but you feel inspired because being inspired is something that happens in the inside, right? The meaning of inspire is in spirit. You feel it in your spirit, and that's what you get as a connection. And going back to this, yeah, but it's online. Before Yvette mentioned the fact that she met Maria, right? And Maria is another coach on our team, and the relationship that they had been creating was purely online. And they both happened to be from Houston, and they met, and it felt like you forget that you haven't met these women in person. You meet them and it's like, oh yeah, we haven't met. This is the first time we get to meet. But that is how deep our relationships continue and get. One of the things that I love that Sarah said is that I told myself that I was going to post in the group. I didn't want to let myself down. I didn't want to let my coach down. I wanted to make sure to hold myself accountable. And so here's the thing, ladies. We provide a platform for you to build connection. We share the tools that have completely changed our health and our fitness with you. We provide that for you. And what you bring to the table is your willingness and your desire to invest in yourself. And you bring that together. You bring the products together. You bring the connection in the community together. You connect that with your willpower and your determination to invest in yourself. And that is what really solidifies the whole Fit Latinas challenge and what we are and what we do as a team. And that is what's going to grant you the results and the progress and the growth, not just physically, but in mind, body, and soul. And so you're listening in, you hear these, I'm sure you hear the passion, I'm sure you hear the belief in our voices because it's real and it's true and we live it and we breathe it. We wouldn't be here if we didn't believe in it. We wouldn't be here if we weren't as passionate about it as we are. And so you're listening in and you're asking yourself, well, how do I get started? So you're on this call either because I invited you or one of our coaches invited you. And I want you to think back at the scale of 1 to 10 and say, okay, if I truly want that 10, then I'm going to put my trust in my coach, and I'm going to move forward with it. So what do? We start you off with something called let me go through these pictures, a challenge pack, right? That is the investment. That is your investment, your challenge pack, the tools that are going to help you that have completely changed our lives and are going to help you begin your process in fitness. That is what you're investing in. And if you feel like, okay, I want to take this forward, then your coach is going to go more into detail as to, what exactly we're going to get. And your coach is going to guide you through the entire process as soon as you get your challenge pack. You're going to get a workout DVD. You're going to get a workout calendar. All the workouts are 30 minutes every day, right? And actually the trainer and the creator of the program, in this case is 21 Day Fix, she's a single mom. And she believes in the fact that most people have 101 things to do. And that's before 8 o'clock in the morning of your day. And so you get in, you put your workout in, you get out, you go about your day. 30 minutes every day to start really stepping into that level of fitness that you desire. You're also going to receive an eating plan that I'm sure you've heard it before. Nutrition is 80% of your results. And not only that, not simply like your physical results, but nutrition really is the key to health. And you see this kit, and I like to call it Nutrition 101 because it is the most simple thing, the most simple eating plan that I have ever come across. And, Ray and I, we're huge learners. We're constantly searching for different things, and we've tried it all. We've tried so many different things, and we've tried to coach people through different programs, and the success rate that we get in regards to results from our challengers is 100-fold better than anything else that we have done because of the simplicity. You get this eating plan that really breaks everything down for you, so you'll know exactly what to eat, how many times to eat it, and how and so I think I'm going a little bit more, but let me take a step back in the fact that your eating plan is going to come with a portion control system, and this portion control system is what makes that simplicity that I mentioned. You're going to know exactly what to eat, how much to eat, when to eat it, and it's going to break down everything for you in a very simplified manner. I'm very hands-on. I'm a very hands-on learner. I'm very visual. And that's what this plan is. It's very hands-on, very visual. You get a color-coded system that really breaks down your nutrition to make sure that you have a balanced nutrition plan. And aside from that, you're also going to get a 30-day bag of Shakeology. And I was recently reading an article. One of the questions that I get most often is, well, do I really need Shakeology? What if I just want the workout program? And I'll tell you this, I make Shakeology a non-negotiable for all of my challengers. And here's why. Why do I make Shakeology a non-negotiable? Because I don't want to cheat you from the best part. That plain and simple, and I firmly believe that. I was reading an article the other day. It was actually a study, and in where they took these a group of people that were whole food, clean eaters, right? That is their lifestyle. Research showed that this group of people, they were 56%. They were lacking in nutritional deficiency by 56%. Meaning, despite the fact that they were eating clean, despite the fact that they were eating whole foods, they were still lacking in nutrients, right? And why is that? Why are people that are eating healthy, why are people that are eating whole foods, a whole food diet, why are they still lacking in nutrients? And I'm sure most of you are you hear this response, and your response is, well, because of the number of pesticides that we have. I think I got disconnected. There is a huge amount of pesticides going around, right? Not only that, but the pollutants in the air, in our water, and it's hurting us, and it's killing us from the inside out. And so we're lacking in nutrients. The soil is very tainted. It's exhausted by the mass production of fruits and vegetables. And so we're suffering, and we're lacking in nutrients. And with Shakeology, it's going to act as a supplement for that, right? So let's say that you are these people that were eating whole foods, vegetables and fruits and just clean eating, they were lacking in the nutrition by 56%. That means that they had to double what they were eating to be able to satisfy that nutrition within their body. Double it. Who can double? Say, I want you to think of how much you eat right now on a daily basis, and think of, can you double that? Like, what would that do? And so Shakeology is acts as one incredible supplement to your daily diet. When I say diet, it's not in restriction diet by what you eat every day, right? And so, you say, well, I can just buy a vitamin off of the counter, I'm good. Well, see, the thing about vitamins that you can get over the counter or at a pharmacy is the fact that they're just extracted vitamins, meaning they go into let's say an orange, and they'll extract the vitamin C. Well, it lacks the enzyme that sends the message to your body saying, hey, body, you have vitamin C entering into your system. Absorb it and process it in a way that nourishes your body. It lacks that enzyme. And so the nutritional content of Shakeology has whole food derivatives, meaning it has the vitamin and it has the whole enzyme, which sends a message to your body to say, hey, body, you have a whole lot of vitamins, a whole lot of minerals, a whole lot of nutrients going into your body right now. Be prepared to absorb it. And then what does your body do to those vitamins and those nutrients and those minerals? It expels it as energy. And so you're going to feel more energized. Your skin is going to glow. Your nails are going to be stronger. Your hair is going to be shinier, more fuller. And that's what happens when you start integrating Shakeology just one time per day, every day. And so when I get asked this question, that is why I make it a non-negotiable, because I want you to experience that. And within, I promise you, within 1 week, you're going to feel the difference. You're going to feel that energy. And it's not, hey, I just drank a Red Bull energy. This is gradual, consistent energy that you're going to have. And it's going to create vitality. That's what it's going to do. It's really going to impact your health. Tie that in with the incredible meal plan and eating plan that you get from this 21-day fix, and you are going to be on fire. That 10 where I feel awesome because my energy is great, my sleep has been amazing, I feel younger than I did when I was 21 feeling, that's what you're going to have. And so, ladies, I invite you and I encourage you to join our next challenge group. I'm leading one on the 18th. You can get with the coach that invited you on this call and say, all right, I'm going to do this. When is your next challenge group? And where can I order my challenge pack, because I'm ready to start. And you might be a little bit nervous, you might be a little bit unsure, but you take this step and we are going to invest in you, because you're putting your trust in us, and that's something that we do not take lightly. We will put our best foot forward and invest in you to be able to experience the same or a similar transformation that we personally had, a transformation of mind, body, and soul. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for your time. It's been awesome to have to spend this hour, these couple of minutes of my evening with you. I couldn't picture myself doing anything better than connecting with you tonight, ladies. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, be sure to contact your coach or contact me. Message them saying I was on the call. Let them know, and we will get you started. Have a great evening. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you in our next challenge group. Have a good night.